You ever get angry, man? Sometimes I know to rage quit even casual BG, but you're calm with even ranked. I try to learn from my mistakes. It gets annoying sometimes when you do get sniped. People queue into you. They're like, I'm gonna beat Swifty. They queue into you to, I guess, to prove something. I don't know. Because it stunts your progress, you know? It's basically like all I'm trying to do is get rating, and then, you know, people are kind of like trying to stop you from getting rating. Now, when I'm playing my Prot warrior, I definitely don't mind if I get sniped. He's designed for anti-sniping. All right, if you want to join, group up, pre-made group. Hold on a second. Battleground Swifty BGs if you want to join. All right. The good thing about Alliance, guys, you know what the good thing about Alliance is? Instant queues. I'll never get tired of that. Instant queues is Alliance, man. Swifty, you've been a big inspiration to me and the stream thing. Live in Orlando. I can't wait to meet you and learn more about the streaming life. Also, thanks for streaming. I always tune in when I'm not competing in Call of Duty. Can't wait to come back to WoW. Dude, who is that? Who donated that? Because you forgot to put the name. It says anonymous. Who's your Savana and what does he do? You're the most friendly WoW streamer ever. I mean, you do stuff with us. You answer most of our questions. Thank you. Keep it up. It was me. OG0Xerox. I'm driving, my bad. You did it while driving and you live in Florida. That's good. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, man. And since you live in Florida, you don't have to drive far to come to the gaming house, man. Is it on console or like PC? Call it Call of Duty. If it's console or call it, because I have an OLED monitor where I'm gonna have Call of Duty, but for console. And listen, I really appreciate, wait, did they all come this way? Appreciate the love and support, man. I thank you so much. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Oh, sí, papi, esa está increíble. Oh my god, dude. Do you hear the add-on? The add-on's going crazy, man. Alright, we're gonna rush. Alright, we got this space. I'm gonna rush. There's a mage over here. Did we finish? Did we finish? Yeah. Yeah, it's a full wipe. Hello, friend. Hello. Hello, hello. What are we doing here? We're forcing them to stay here. That's what we want. I want them to all to stay here. Oh, healer. 3, 2, 1, shut them up. We are owning them up like a boss. Mage. Mage is dangerous. Mage down. Alright, looks like they all res. Man, damn it, dude. They don't want us to get this space. Capturing. I might get it. Ah! 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 Dude, it was a 0.000000001 second cast time, dude. Holy moly, dude. Alright, get it, boys. Get it. There's a mage. Where are you going? Hey, where are you going? No. Stop and fight. We can't have you going anywhere else, dude, because we own the other base. Stay on your mount. Stay on your mount, friend. You can't get away. No, dude, dismount. You can't get away. Now you understand. Never, ever run away from a Prot warrior. You can't get away, especially with the thunderclap shenanigan. All right, looks like we got it finally. All right, we got it. Yeah. All right, triple Lindy. You cannot escape a Prot warrior. When will you send us Hall of Fame phone numbers? Very soon, man. I was gonna do it today. I have to download it from PayPal because I'm doing it from PayPal. Okay, I have to download it from PayPal, and from PayPal I have to import it into an Excel spreadsheet, and there's a special formula that I have to add to it to and what it basically does is it adds up the same donations from the same email, consolidates them, and that way I can get the mounts. And then I sort by, you know, from highest to lowest, and everyone that's $100 or more, you get added to a mailing list. Poof. So I gotta do that. GG, game over. That was not a pre-made. You see the difference? Do you see the difference between a 10-man pre-made and not a 10-man pre-made? It's the difference between night and day. It's either face roll or get wrecked. If we get a 5-man pre-made, then it's an even fight, you know? 5-man pre-made versus 5-man pre-made. We have a 5-man pre-made. All right, you guys want to hear the story in English, right? I said it in Spanish. One day, a police officer in Puerto Rico pulled me over and had a little trick. You know, I used to live in Puerto Rico, and I don't look like I'm from Puerto Rico. I speak fluent Spanish. Tourists get away with more stuff than the locals. For example, if you're a tourist and you get pulled over by the police and they see you're a tourist, a lot of times they'll let you get away with it. So like I live in Puerto Rico and I got pulled over by a police officer, and then I was like, let me speak in English. That way I can get out of this ticket. So, you know, a cop pulled me over and I was like, yeah, sir, yeah. Oh, I don't have Marbete, yeah, where can I get it? You know, I started speaking in English. The police officer didn't speak English. So he was like, you know what, just go. Just go. You can go. Don't worry about it. And I was like, and then I drove away. I was like, woohoo! I got away. You know, I got away from getting a ticket. Later on, I was with a friend of mine. We were at night. We were catching lizards. You guys remember? No, I used to catch iguanas at night. These iguanas, I used to catch them, and I used to catch them at night. The best way to catch them is at night because we'd catch them with a flashlight. So we would tie a kayak to our car and we'd drive to like little lakes that we could find. So we drove in a neighborhood, we parked our car, it was dark, and we got in the lake and we started kayaking. We were trying to catch iguanas. We pulled out our kayak out of the lake, and then it seems like one of the neighbors saw our car there and it looked suspicious. So they called the cops. And then the cop that showed up was that same cop, but I didn't realize it. And he was like, what are you guys doing here? And we were like, no, nosotros estamos aquí cogiendo lagarto, no es nada, estamos cogiendo con la linterna. And then he was like, hey, I pulled you over the other day and you acted like you didn't even speak Spanish. And I was like, oh. And he was like, you don't do that. You tricked me. And I was like, oh God, no. Oh. But he was like, you shouldn't do that. And he let us go. But it was the most embarrassing thing ever. And after that, I stopped pulling that trick on whenever I got pulled over by a police officer. I stopped doing that. Busted. Oh my God, it was so busted because I spoke perfect Spanish. And he was like, oh, I thought you would have said I stopped getting pulled over. Well, actually, I don't get pulled over that much. I'm a very safe driver, so I rarely ever get pulled over. But at the time, I really didn't want a ticket. I didn't want a ticket. And for some reason, I just thought it would be a great way to get out of a ticket. I'm a safe driver. I drive slower than all my friends. All my friends get mad at me because I drive so slow, and I maybe that's a good thing. I get nervous whenever someone else drives. I get nervous because they're driving too fast. Like my friend Joel, sometimes I let him drive, but he's a good driver. Like if we go to Andretti, like the race car things, he always breaks the records. But the thing is, he likes driving fast and he likes tailgating. I told this to Joel. I said, listen, you tailgate too much. Because if the car in front of you like hits his brakes, then you hit the brakes and all of us feel G-forces because we're freaking stopping all of a sudden. And we're like, you know, like stop it, dude. Like when I drive, people don't feel G-forces because I don't tailgate. I just drive calmly and I slow down slowly. And I told Joel, you know what you gotta do? Pretend that we have a coffee and it's sitting on the dashboard. He's like, no, oh, hell no. He's like, he would spill it instantly. I'm like, exactly. You gotta like pretend there's a coffee just balancing itself on the dashboard. Drive like that. Why tailgate? Why drive reckless? Because you can only have an accident. A lot of you guys are young and you don't know, and you won't learn until you've experienced it. What is wisdom? Learning from your mistakes, right? So you got to make mistakes to learn from them, right? Then you become wiser. But what if someone already went through those mistakes and they're telling you, and you don't listen? What does that mean? What does it mean when someone doesn't listen to someone else's wisdom? Swifty the wise. Rogue! Always kill the rogue. That's wisdom. Rogues get annoyed, and it's a win-win. Get him out of stealth. Finish him. Stormbolt him. Finish him. It means they aren't wise enough to understand yet. Yeah, sometimes it's age. Sometimes it's age. When you're at a certain age, you basically, I don't think you can understand. I think parents have a hard time sometimes when they try to tell their kids stuff and they don't want to listen. They're like, the parents are like, why doesn't he listen? When you're young, you aren't as wise yet, exactly. Yeah. Rogues! Yeah! Stormbolting so he doesn't get away. Joel's girlfriend just got a new car. It's a nice car. It's like a sports car. So she was super excited to get her new car, so she's been driving it around. And then she drives faster than Joel. Like, she drives fast. So she came into the neighborhood. And the thing is, there's in our neighborhood, we have a couple neighbors that have a lot of kids, and they put a little sign. You know those little signs that says kids, you know, drive slowly because there's kids. They always put a sign up with a little flag. So she drives, and even my neighbors were like, oh my God, like there's kids, dude, what are you doing driving fast? So we literally had to tell her, like we had to like tell her, hey, listen, there's kids in the neighborhood, you're driving too fast, you have to like drive slow in the neighborhood. She didn't like that. She didn't like us telling her that. And I was like, why can't people just take a little bit of criticism the right way, you know? But we had to like tell her, no, like we don't care if you get mad, like you cannot do that. You cannot drive fast in this neighborhood. I'm 25 and I have never gotten a ticket or a wreck. Been driving since 15. That's good. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you, man. I think she was just excited she had her new car, so she's been driving it fast. They eventually learn when the accident happens. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like sometimes when it's too late and you actually have an accident, then you're like open to new ideas or open to new suggestions. Because here's the thing. If you drive fast, and let's say it's not your fault, okay? But you're driving fast down the road and someone just pulls out and you're like, what? Like they just pull out. And then on top of that, their door is already smashed because, you know, that they tend to do that. They tend to like pull out so that you can their whole side of the car is already crashed. Habits don't change. So they just pull out and you're going too fast. So you can't stop. And you hit them. Whose fault is it? It's kind of like their fault, but you were going too fast. So now it's both of your faults, you know? And that's up to like the police to decide once he gets there. But if you were driving slower, you could easily have avoided that shenanigan. So you have to drive defensively. Because people drive crazy, dude. Especially here in Florida, people are actually starting to drive crazy here now. I get this happen to me all the time, and it's crazy. Because the thing is, I drive slow, right? Like I drive slow. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Since I drive slow, the people that are behind me, they want to get past me because they're in a hurry. Everybody's in a hurry, so they want to go. They want to go. You know, they want to pass me. Let's say I want to get into the left lane, right? And there's a car behind me. I put my turn signal. The car behind me goes like this. Like I'm turning. I'm starting to turn, and he goes. So I have to get back in my lane. He passes me, and then he gets in front. And then I'm like, then I get to turn into this lane. And I'm like, what the heck, dude? He could have just, like I put my turn signal. He could have just waited, and I got out of his way, and then he went, you know what I mean? But no, I put my turn signal, the Daytona maneuver, accelerate, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta stay in my lane, and then I'm like, Epic Cuteness number 1 is actually the head honcho in the neighborhood. Well, at least one street that way, one street this way. Like my cat owns this neighborhood. No other male cats can come by. The reason I know this is because I have neighbors, and they told me